Hi, welcome to Shelley Studio. Today I'm still working on Janet M. Young's Scavenger Hunt, and this is my page 14. I haven't counted how many prompts I have done so far, but I think I'm close to halfway there. It's going to take me a while to get this done if I only do 3 prompts per page, which is what I want to do because I want to fill my book, have it something on every page. So maybe I'll have to do more in one day than just one page. And plus, I've been sick, so I haven't actually done the 100 prompts since the beginning of February, end of January. Anyway, so this one, my 3 prompts that I selected were red and turquoise. That's why I covered it with turquoise. And then watercolor and a rubber stamp. Those are the 3 things, I think, yes. So I painted it with a turquoisey blue paint that I had. And now I'm taking a red rubber stamp and I'm using Neocolor 2 watercolor crayons in red, wetting the stamp, rubbing that on, and then stamping it down. Okay, that first one wasn't very good because my pages are a bit lumpy bumpy. So this next one, so I'm going to do the second half, I'll put something under that to make it better. There we go. And yeah, that's a Sudoku puzzle book that I'm using it for scrap. It wasn't a very good one, but yeah. The quote that I put on there, I thought was kind of fun. I decided to write it there where I had a few blank spaces so that you could read it, sort of read it, hopefully read it. I end up outlining it in white as well because I still think you can't see it. But it says, I want to sing like the birds sing, not worrying about who hears or what they think. And that's by Rumi. And I was thinking of putting the bird on there and then having strips of sheet music on there. But it was so busy. I felt it was just really too much. So then I'm thinking, well, we'll just put one on there so it's what the bird is singing. And maybe add a little something. So I decided to add some leaves and branches in the red, just to add more to the background. I thought maybe that would help with the busyness without, going over it with gesso or something. So I'm just using the crayon and a water brush. I decided scribbling it might be a little easier. If you go straight from the crayon, you get a little bit darker color. So that's what I'm trying to do. I end up not liking this either. But it takes me a while to decide that. And so I dry that off. And, oh yes, darkening some of the areas. Okay, now I'm gonna glue on my little strip of sheet music and glue on my bird. And I still feel like there's too much going on. I I don't like it. So I'm like, this is watercolor, right? We can take, it's a dried baby wipe, but I just add water to it and wash off the watercolor. Guess what? It's somewhat staining. And the part that I stamped, well, the paper's coming off, the part that I stamped is staying pretty good, considering I am really, really trying to get that off, but it is not coming. Crazy, right? And I don't know, I mean, if you do it on paint, obviously it's going to soak in and stain, but like if you do it on paper, but on paint, I thought it would wash off easy. Well, it doesn't. So, yeah, I was going to use that punch, but apparently it's lost its sharpness. I mean, I'll try to get some foil. I know I'm told if you punch with foil, that sharpens it up. I'll try that, see if that works. Otherwise, it's going to be retired. But I decided my music could be hand-drawn, and I'm using these as the notes. I'm just going around it with just one of my markers. I don't even know which one. I think my favorite part of this whole thing was being able to stamp with my rubber stamp and the Neocolor 2 crayons. But in the end, it's not too horrible. Like darkening that up, making that come to the front, wiping down the watercolor in the background, I think that kind of helped. And there we have it. 3 more prompts done. Now the next page, the prompts were stick figure, Art Nouveau, and food packaging. Oh goodness. So I wanted to incorporate my stick figure into the Art Nouveau somehow. So I looked up Art Nouveau and found like this vine sort of drawing thing and decided that would work, and then my stick figure would just be another black line on the vine, right? And I don't know how I ended up on this page. This is like a random page inside the book. Like I was trying to work from back to front, and all of a sudden I'm like in a weird spot. I don't know what happened. I thought I was in order. Because that's what happens when you're having fun. If you are interested in the rest of the pages, there will be the playlist for this will be in the description box below. And if you're interested in last year's, which is the front half of this book, I'll put that one there too. You can check it out if you're interested. And I'm actually copying the design straight from Google. So if it's not a real Art Nouveau, we'll have to blame Google. I did have an Art Nouveau postcard, but I really didn't want to use it here. I like my postcard. How is everyone today? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I'm mostly over whatever that cold was. I do still get a little bit of coughing, a little bit of something building up in the lungs, but so much better. So I'm trying to figure out my stick figure. And yeah, I added little loop-de-loops to make him look like everything else. I don't know if he does, but that's the stick figure. And I can't forget, I have to add my bird. So I found a little black bird in my songbird book and put him up there on the vine. Now the last thing I had was food packaging. Oh yes, I forgot. I go around just a little bit with a white Prismacolor pencil just to lighten up right around the black lines, just to help. Oh, and I tried to go around with my white gel pen, but it was skipping a lot, so I think that's why I decided to go in there with the colored pencil. Forgot I'd done that. All right, so I have a yogurt lid, and inside the yogurt lid, they have quotes, and you can't really see it. So I smooth it out, and you can see it a little bit better that way, especially if I freeze it at the right moment, right? So I thought I would put matte medium over the top of that to dull it out so that you could see it better more often. I was going to trim it with my paper trimmer and decided that wasn't a good idea. So I'm just going to draw lines where I want it to be, and I'll cut it with scissors. And I have a little sticker that's kind of a fancy ornate frame. Not necessarily Art Nouveau, but it's the closest I could come. And we're going to put that inside there, inside the frame. And it just says, "C'est oui to the French way." Is Art Nouveau French? I don't even know. But that's what my yogurt lid said today, so, or the day I did this. And yes, I washed it. Okay. Oh, and I give it the frame a little bit of shading to help it stand out a little bit more. Then I have one more page today, so it's 3 pages today. And then I've got to get to work and get some more pages done. Now this next one is a national day, create a border, and complementary colors. So the national day, I did Groundhog Day, but it was also International Ukulele Day, or Play a Ukulele Day. So I found online a groundhog playing a ukulele, and so I tried to draw it. And I'm just coloring it in with colored pencil. I picked Groundhog Day because it was near that day that I did this, which is what, February 2nd, I think. I don't know, it's also my cousin's birthday. So I thought that would be fun. And I thought I would have the videos up sooner than this, but, you know, things happen. Kind of looks like a guitar, but it's a ukulele. We're going with ukulele. So I have orange down already, so I went for the complementary color, which is kind of a turquoisey blue color, and I decided I was going to use my tempera paint sticks. So, and I don't know why I wanted these weird, sort of, I don't know, mid-century modern shapes. I decided the color was too dark going straight on the orange, so I'm painting it with white paint. And then once that's dry, I'll go over it with the tempera paint stick. And I probably should have used gesso or a matte paint. This one, I'm not sure which brand I used, but it stays a little glossy. I could have gone over it with matte medium, but I didn't know. You know, you don't know what you don't know. I didn't know how the tempera paint stick was going to act on top of this paint. I just didn't. So I paint these weird shapes. With not the best paintbrush, but you know. I'm hard on brushes, so all of my brushes are not the best. All right, so it's dry, and now I'm going over it. See how it's kind of clumpy and blotchy and stuff? It cuts. Yeah, see, I rub it, and it's no good. It's no good. I do them, but it's no good. I end up painting over them with some turquoise paint. There, they're painted over. And we're going to outline it. I'm using my Sharpie creative marker in white just to outline the shapes. And then also create a border is one of the prompts. So I had to create a border. And since I've got such weird shapes, I decided to do like a wiggly sort of border. And I used the Sharpie creative marker, which probably could have worked for the shapes in the middle too. But I had started with the other, so had to cover it with paint. I have to admit this is not one of my favorite pages, but, you know, it got the job done. It included the prompts it needed to include. And I like the groundhog. He's kind of cute. And of course, I'm going to write World Play a Ukulele Day. I'll play your ukulele. Ukulele Day. Oh, and then I put also Groundhog Day. And of course, trying to outline it in white. None of my white pens, they're so difficult, you know? They'll work for a minute or two and then they stop on you. And this one's the Arteza white gel Grant pen. And you know, I wait till the paint's dry. It's not like it's getting damaged from the paint. It just stops working. Even when I can see perfectly good ink inside. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Anyway, what do you think? Which one did you like from today's video? Let me know in the comments. If you liked it, hit the like button. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Oh yes, can't forget my bird. Gotta have the bird. Thank you all for watching. Have a couple video pictures at the end here. I hope you have an awesome day.